Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. God bless everyone. Let me share a little devotional of the day. I want to do this in the beginning of every video. I'm gonna try, or Bible verse. These are like a little bit long. I'm gonna put it on the screen and you guys could pause and read about it, because this is a really good devotional. As you guys could tell by today's video, I'm gonna be talking about my social media fast. In November, I tried to stay off of social media and I literally couldn't go 1 week without staying off of Instagram. Like, I was obsessed with Instagram and with constantly going on Instagram, and so I realized that it was taking up time and it was becoming an idol in my life, because it was taking time that could have been for the Lord to just scroll on social media for hours. So December 1st, I'm like, this is a new month and I love doing things on the first of something, because I feel like it's just so, you know, it's so refreshing just doing things, and so what's the word, aesthetically pleasing doing things on December 1st, or doing things on the 1st of whatever month. So this month I was like, okay, I really want to stay off social media and see if that makes a difference, if that does something for me. So December 1st, I did 3 weeks, I believe, of no Instagram, right? In the first week, I would accidentally go on Instagram. So I offloaded it, not offloaded it, but I put it on, like, if you have an iPhone, you know how you could put it on your home screen, or you could put it on like the other one. So I put it on the other one because I forgot. I have like 2 accounts on Instagram and I forgot my password to like my spam account, and so when I delete it, I can't get that account back, you know. So I was like, okay, I'm just gonna put it on the other screen, because I don't go on there, I only go on my home screen, right? So I would accidentally press on Instagram without even knowing, because I was so used to being on Instagram. Like, I was in the hallway and like my mom was talking to me and I just pressed on Instagram. I was like, oh my god, I'm not supposed to be on Instagram right now. So like that happened once to 3 times. Like, I would accidentally press on the app because of how used to I was, how used to I was on pressing that app every single day. So I'm going to be telling you guys the pros and cons. I'm going to tell you the cons first, because there is not a lot of cons of deleting social media, and it just really it really just kind of opened up my mind to how fake social media really is, and how much we do, and how much I did things for other people, in the sense like I would post pictures or whatever, and like I said, in those weeks I would take pictures and I'd be like, oh, this is a cute picture for Instagram, let me take it. And I'm like, hold on girl, you don't have Instagram. So it allowed me to live in the moment and realize that I was like taking these pictures and stuff for people that I don't even know, for people that probably don't even like me in real life. Like, it just made me realize how fake Instagram is, and that it's just, social media is fake, literally. So one of the cons I felt about deleting social media was feeling out of the loop, in the sense that like I didn't know what was going on these random people's lives. And like, I still had TikTok, I just only did a fast on Instagram. So I would go on TikTok, and then like these people would post on TikTok, but I had them on Instagram. So I was so intrigued on going onto Instagram to see what they posted. So I did feel out of the loop, but not in a bad way. I was just like, okay, like they're doing their thing, like I don't even know these people, you know. Another con is, like I said in the beginning of the video, you realize how addicted you were to social media. I was really addicted to Instagram, and that needed to stop. I needed to stop like this, because social media, it's a good and a bad thing. I love when people post testimonies and videos about God, because that is literally what attracts new people, and you know if that's God using you to help them get closer to God. So I like social media in that aspect, but in the sense that there's a lot of like temptations, a lot of things that should not be on social media, like a lot of things that you would just not even see in real life is on social media, if that makes sense. So that's the part of social media that I did not like. and I just had to, like, first I did like a whole, you could remove followers on Instagram, so I just did a lot of that, and I followed these celebrities that were just like, it just didn't make sense for me to follow them because it didn't align with what I wanted to see on a daily. I wanted to see people post about God. I wanted to see people live the lifestyle that I want to live, so live godly, and you know, so that's literally all of my cons, y'all. I just realized I was really addicted to it, and I was like making it a mini idol without realizing it, to be honest. Like, I realized it, but I was just like, okay, like it's not that big of a deal. But now that I don't have social media, I see how big of a deal it was, and I'm so happy I am not on that specific app anymore. The pros are, I had so much free time. Like, I had so much free time. The time that I would spend scrolling on my phone that I could have filled with praising God is crazy. So when I would get bored, I would go on Instagram, and that's how I filled that time of boredom. So now in December, we're still in December, but now in this month, when I would get bored, I'm like, you know what? Let me read the Bible. You know what? Let me put a worship song and praise God. Let me write in my journal. Let me do something that will make God happy. Even though my flesh didn't want to. My flesh did not want to, y'all. If I'm being completely honest, like, I didn't want to. My flesh did not want to do these things. They wanted to go on TikTok. They wanted to watch Netflix, Hulu, Instagram. But I was like, my flesh is not going with me. I have to be more disciplined, which is one of my goals, is to be more disciplined in Christ. And this social media fast allowed me to be a little bit more disciplined, in the sense that I'm not going first to fill that time to social media. Now I'm going to, hey, let me read my Bible, or let me read a book that's about God, that's gonna get me closer to God. So that was definitely one of the pros. I have like a little chart here that I'm reading off. The second one I wrote, it felt refreshing. Like I said, it made me live in the moment. I realized, like, in the sense, I wasn't posting for myself, I was posting for like other people. Like, for example, like if I would post, I post like about books and about quotes and like stuff like that. But like if I would post a picture of, say I was skating, you know, I just posted that picture, like, okay, people know I'm skating, you know what I mean? So that just made me so happy, because nobody knows what I'm doing and I don't know what they're doing. And I just wanted to say this because I feel like I just realized this, but if you're prone to gossiping, if you know you have like a problem with gossiping, social media is the first thing that should go. If you really want to fix your gossiping, I just realized, like, I would like I said, I follow like these creators or whatnot, and I would like be silently judging. I'm like, oh my God. And I unfollowed them because I'm like, I don't want to judge people. I do not want to judge people. So I would unfollow them and remove that out of my path, so I wasn't directly putting myself in a situation that's gonna make me sin. So if you are prone to gossiping, if you know that is something you like to do, deleting social media and taking yourself out of that little circle is like life-changing, because I realized I don't know what these people are doing, so I can't talk about them. They don't know what I'm doing, so they can't talk about me. So that was a realization I had, and I absolutely love that, because I honestly don't want to know what other people are doing that aren't in my life, if that makes sense. The people that are close to me are gonna tell me themselves if they want to. I don't have to find out on social media. That was the third pro, is that it helps you lead a peaceful life. In my opinion, I felt so at peace not knowing what other people were doing, and I felt at peace knowing that other people weren't looking at my posts and judging me, and knowing what I was doing, and you know what I mean. Okay, the last pro I have on here is I am prone to compare myself. So, you know, I would go on TikTok or I would go on Instagram, I would scroll, and I'd be like, I would look at a girl's post and be like, oh my gosh, she's so beautiful, like, I wonder if I look like that. Right there, that right there stopped once I deleted social media. I can't compare to what I don't know. What I wrote specifically was I wasn't comparing myself to other people in the sense of what they have, how they look, and feeling like I was behind because I didn't have certain things that they had. So for example, like I would see people post about like relationships or college, school, and like I'm young, and I feel like because there's like these creators that already have their own house at 18 and have like 3 cars, you start to feel like, hey, I feel like I'm behind. Like, I don't know, I'm supposed to be doing something, I don't know what, but I feel like I'm supposed to be doing something. And that's literally how I felt, because I was constantly comparing myself to people who had very different situations, very different paths in life. So I don't know what those people had to go through to get there. So that's kind of what I just kind of kept reminding myself, like I don't know what these people had to go through to get where they're at. And God is like so what is that word I'm looking for? It's like where it's a word specifically where he could do multiple things at once. God could give multiple blessings to people at once. It depends on how you are waiting. So are you still praising God when you're waiting, or are you comparing yourself to people who are praising God when they were waiting? With that being said, that concludes the pros and cons, and I just wanted to say that I recommend a social media fast if you are a person who constantly compares yourself, procrastinates on spending time with the Lord, and if you want a clearer head to think. Guys, I'm not gonna say social media is not bad. It's not bad to have social media, but I think it does cloud your judgment, not your judgment, but it does cloud things and desensitize yourself to certain things that you shouldn't be. That was today's video. I hope you guys liked it. If you guys took from this video that if you are idolizing something without even knowing, like if you're putting something first before spending time with God, then take the new year or the rest of the remaining year to fast and just see how different you're going to feel. I already deactivated my Instagram account, and I think I'm done with Instagram. I don't know, I might change my mind, but as of right now, I tried to get back on Instagram like everything was normal and scroll, but I was just like, I can't do it. Like, I don't find any enjoyment in it anymore. So I deactivated my account and called it a day. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this video, and may God bless, protect you and your family. And again, thank you so much for clicking on this video for 500 subscribers. I love all y'all so much, and may all the glory be for God and only God.